Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. So, I don't typically make videos like this, um, not really at all, but I really do want to because I think if I open up about it, I think it's gonna make it a lot better. So back in the day, I post videos like this all the time, talking about stuff like this. But now I guess I've kind of learned to like suck it up and just be like, oh, deal with it. It's life, and it is, but like I still want to open up about it more. So of course and it's pretty obvious. I've been inconsistently posting a lot. And of course, like when you look at last year, this time last year, I just got out of school today, a year ago, as I did today, and the conference finals were still going on because the schedule was a little bit delayed, and I was doing really well. It was what I would call the best year for this channel. Season three was probably the best year for all my platforms overall. I grew on every single platform. This year, though, I've really kind of taken the toll on. It's really kind of taken the toll on me. Like, and it's made me consider like, do I want to do this moving forward? It really has, and that really hurts to say. But it absolutely has. So heading into this season, heading into season four, I was pretty cocky. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was pretty cocky. And that plays a big role in why what happened happened. But I was pretty cocky. I was pretty cocky, saying, "Oh yeah, the views will come and everything will be good." And when I started not having time for this, really, when I started doing the stuff for my school, if people follow me on other social medias, I don't mention it on here as much as I do on my other socials, but if you follow my other social medias, you'll know what I'm talking about. And do I regret doing it? No, I don't at all. It was actually my favorite time um, in a long time. I really enjoyed going around and filming for that team and doing the interviews and doing all that. And it made me realize that's what I want to do when I'm older. That is what I want to do when I'm older. I want to be a reporter like that. I want to go around into all these different arenas, see all these different teams play, and be that kind of person and have a job like that in my career. But what does that mean for this? I'm hoping I know it. It definitely means I'm gonna keep doing this. There's no debate. I'm definitely gonna keep doing this even if I get the job. Keep talking about news on the internet like this. Unless if they tell me to stop, I'm definitely gonna keep doing this. Honestly, because I really enjoy it, and if it weren't for this, I don't think I would be doing it. I don't think I would be doing any of the things that I do now. Truly. But doing all of that, traveling around, filming for that team, as well as playing hockey myself, and being in school at the same time, and having a part-time job, having to balance all that out was extremely difficult. That is one, two, three, four, five. That's like five or six different things that I'm managing at the same time, and it was difficult. It really was. And I didn't do it was an adjustment for sure. I don't think I did a good job at organizing it and managing it very well. I know it's doable. I know I definitely can. But there was a lot of procrastination in there, and there was a lot of other stuff. I'll get into it a little bit. But that is kind of why I haven't been uploading consistently. And as well as that too, does the views have an impact on me? To a level, yes, but I don't let it affect me all too much. Like if a video gets like 10 views, I'm like, all right, that's fine, I guess. And then like I don't know, it makes me feel kind of like like you're putting in the hard work, but it's not really coming back. And then there's some of the comments that I get sometimes being like, "Oh, you've been doing this for almost 4 years and you barely have cracked 3,000." Yeah, I know, but managing this with all of my other social medias and with all of the school, with all the other stuff I do, it's difficult. And sometimes I really wonder like if I bit off more than I could chew. I started off with this. This is what I started off with. It was this in school and playing hockey for the longest time. But then I started doing the other stuff, doing the filming, doing the media type stuff for, my school, and that really kind of took the toll on posting on here. It has, and it took the toll on me too, and my mental health and my physical health too. Look, there were nights where I really was not getting a lot of sleep. There were some nights where I'd get like 2, 3 hours, maybe sometimes even like 1.5 hours of sleep. and that's not healthy. Even this past week, the last week of me having school, I was up really late every night, working on stuff, trying to finish up stuff for the N97 HL, and doing all that. And yeah, it's not healthy. It really isn't healthy. And look, am I gonna stop doing it? Probably not. It's a part of me. I've been doing it since the beginning. Staying up really late working and not getting a lot of sleep. I've been doing it since the beginning. But with the hockey thing, I'm traveling everywhere. I'm traveling all over the place. At least with the YouTube stuff, and I'm staying up just being here, filming, recording, editing, doing all that. At least I'm here. With the hockey thing, I was traveling everywhere. I was traveling all over the place. I would have games at like 9 o'clock at night in Philadelphia, and then I'd have games here, which is in like 2 hours, or not 2 hours, an hour from Philadelphia, the very next night, or the same night, in fact, at points. So it was really hard to really balance all of that out, and I don't think I did a good job towards the end. And it is something that I do look on heading into next season. I'm gonna have to take into consideration, and if I want to do something, I'm gonna have to drop something to be able to manage everything. But I think I'll be okay. The other half of it, and it's not that's one excuse. The other half of it is mental health, and this is something that if you've been a fan for a long time or you're close with me, you would know this is something that I've been struggling with for a long time. This isn't something new. I was good last year. I was at the peak. I was amazing, but this year, especially towards the end, especially around now, it's been really hard. Just like the motivation has honestly not really been there as much as it's been in previous years, and the fact that like sometimes I feel like alone when I do this type of stuff, and it's difficult to talk about it because I don't feel like I should be talking about it. I feel like I should be just sucking it up and moving on and trying to work on this, but it's been hard. And there's no denying that it's been really difficult. Um, it I don't really know what to say, because it's just like like you put so much work into something and have it not go your way, and you try so many times and have it just fail time and time and time and again. It's been hard. And there's a lot that I don't want to share to y'all. And not because I don't trust y'all, but I just don't want to getting out there. But like it's a struggle. It really has been this year, and I feel really bad for some of my loyal fans who rely on me for content. And yes, I'll still post news as soon as I can, and I was consistent with that this year. I've always been consistent with that. But when it comes to other videos, like the 2023 reviews, I should have been done with like a month ago. I should have been done with all those like a month ago. But I've been dragging it out so much, and and I've been procrastinating so much, and I feel like I put too much pressure on myself. I put too much stuff in my hands. I bit off more than I could chew, and I think that plays a factor. And that kind of like kills my motivation sometimes to really do some of the things I want to do. And it stinks. And always something that I would say is like, oh, I don't have time for that. I don't have enough time for that. But I did. I do. With the way that I was working myself and giving myself this workload, I kind of did have time the way I was procrastinating everything. So yeah, look, I know there's other content creators out there that do look up to me. There are kids out there that look up to me, which is unbelievable to think. I'm a 16-year-old kid. I literally just graduated from, well, not graduated, but I literally just passed my sophomore year, and I'm moving on to my junior year next year. And it's insane to think that when I started this, I was 12 years old, was in a very weird spot in my life, middle school, puberty, all that weird crap. And now I am going into my second to last year in um, school, basically. Unless if I mean, there's probably going to be college, but I mean, in the core, you know, grades, like it feels weird, and it feels like time is going by so fast. It feels like just yesterday, the season was starting up, and we were watching the very first game from the Flyers when they played I think it was the Canucks, or the team they played before that. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird to think that we've come this far, and I'm very thankful. There's no question. I'm very thankful for everyone that I've come across while doing this. Very thankful for talking to everyone. I'm thankful for all of it. I am. But I'm there is a part of me that is still not satisfied, and there's a part of me that wants more, and I want to keep growing. I want to keep growing this channel and hoping people will recognize me and keep doing it, keep doing what I'm doing. And there's no question that I am going to. But this year was really hard. But I'm hoping that I look at this season, I look at this overall year of 2023, and I say this is a year that we can bounce back from, and we can build on, I guess, because I kind of took a big downfall from 2022, which is probably the best year of my life, um, to now where I'm just kind of like, I'm in a really weird spot right now. So yeah, I really wanted to come on and talk about that. It's the last day of school too, so I have some time before I go into work later, and that's also a big factor. Balancing out a part-time job and look, I love doing this, but it's not a suitable job for me to make money. It really isn't. I made $61 in April with the playoffs, and I made about $30 last month with the playoffs. And this month I'm probably gonna make less than that, and I'm gonna keep probably making less than that until the next season starts up. And is it my fault? Part of it is, yeah, but the algorithm's difficult to make money. And when you look at my job, and I get paid good money there, I get a lot of tips, and the primary thing for that Nord Coast fund over there, which I'll make a video on that soon. Um, but the primary source for that is literally my work and just getting cash from my work and all of that. And the desire for that is, unfortunately, it's more than sometimes making content on here, and that really stinks. And I love making content on here, but sometimes I will take the money over it. I'm a greedy 16-year-old. Not going to deny that, but of course, there's a lot of procrastination there for me. And I'm hoping that this offseason and heading into next season, I can figure out some plans to really help me with management, maybe schedule off days where I don't make content, and stop pressuring myself as much and kind of give myself some more free time and give myself a chance to relax. Definitely something I'm gonna look into, but also look into good ways to manage everything and keep working. Because I definitely, and there absolutely were times where I was considering quitting, or at least taking a break. Quitting wasn't really a big factor because I knew if I quit, I want to come back to this. I can't imagine a world where I'm not Nordic 97. But taking a break was a big consideration for me a lot of times throughout this year, and I'm just glad that this year is coming to a close very, very soon, and we can start focusing on next year, making bigger and better content, upgrading the equipment, just kind of growing this thing even more, and keep pushing towards the dream. So yeah, I'll end the video at that. Thank you all very much for watching. Price personally really do appreciate it. I'm probably going to stream the Stanley Cup Finals. I said I wasn't going to, mainly because this computer's crap. Whenever I've tried to stream the past couple of streams, it just does not load. It's so laggy and glitchy. But this is because this is a MacBook from 2015 or 2016, around there. So, of course, it's going to be old. But unfortunately, we are supposed to get a new computer at the time recording this video. So, hopefully that will come out, or that will come out very, very soon. I won't stream Game 4. I'm not available for Game 4. But Game 5, 6, and 7, if they do happen, Game 5 will, but if Game 6 and 7 happen, I will most likely be live for them. And the draft, and of course free agency as well, and we'll keep grinding. And this is something I also want to do. I want to take it one video at a time. Starting off with this one. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.